Good morning, Queens. How are you today? This is Shannon C. Harris, your life empowerment strategist, here for No Longer Broken. And I'm just taking a moment to groove before we get into our 5-day Free Your Feminine challenge. Been up this morning just enjoying myself and dancing and grooving to some music and let my feminine energy. Thank you. Who doesn't love India Ari, right? Here's where it's supposed to be. Hey! You didn't make no mistakes on me or you. I'm not the average girl from the video. Let me stop so I can do this all day. I love music. But again, welcome. Happy Monday to you all. Hope you have the chance to come in. As you come into the room, please say hello to me so I can say hello back and acknowledge. Or if you get a chance to watch the replay later, please say hello and let me know that you watched the replay. And after you get a chance to watch it, please share with your friends. I have my little princess here who's always my sidekick hanging out with me. So if you hear her in the background, she's my sidekick. And we really do daycare, so this is my princess. But I want her to be in the room too, because words have power, they travel, and the more that I talk about embracing your feminine energy and your feminine presence, that's something that I hope that she grows up with, that she doesn't have to battle with as she grows older. So again, I want to welcome you to day number 1 of our Free Your Feminine challenge. And as I was writing and letting my thoughts flow last night, I decided that I wanted to change that up just a little bit and take out the word challenge, because challenge kind of takes something that you're trying to overcome, or it's kind of a little bit of a hard word that I don't want to associate with the feminine. So I decided to change it to our 5-day Free Your Feminine commemoration. And the word commemorate is, I'm looking at some notes here, so if you see me look out, because there's some things I want to make sure I don't forget to share with you. But when you think of the word commemorate, it means to recall, to show respect for, to celebrate, or to serve as a memorial. And I believe that we are living in a time when the masculine energy has overtaken the feminine energy. And we as women have forgotten how powerful, how beautiful, how strong we are and what we bring to this world. And we always find ourselves in a state of competition when that is not how we were created to be. I heard a preacher say one time that the woman was created second because she was less than. But I have never seen an inventor create something less than, or someone who's made something create something that was less than the original. If there's ever something that comes after the original, it's usually an improvement or an upgrade. And I'm not trying to take anything away from men. This is not anti-man. This is not any type of man bashing, anything like that. But it's just I want us as women to regain our knowledge and regain our power in the sense of knowing that we serve so much and we have an ability in this world to bring so much. And we're always finding ourselves in a state of competition, whether we're trying to gain respect as being a woman, or whether we're competing against another woman because of our body type or how we look, when we just forget to be the woman that we were created to be, and realize that the divine essence that's inside of us is more important than the bodysuit that holds it. And we are a part of the divine, the source of everything that created all things. The spirit that lives in each one of us has the same purpose, has the same goal. It's not about what it looks like, because one day this body, this earth suit that houses the spirit is going to disappear. And it's going to go back and disintegrate into the dust from which it was created from. So I want us, for the next 5 days, just to take time to really stand in our feminine energy. to get rid of the masculine energy that takes us out of our element, that puts us in a place where we can't be soft and free-flowing and healing and use our words. I'm going to put in the comments of this section my radio show that I did last week on the Divine Feminine and Rebirth of a Nation, because I believed I was blessed by the Creator to say some really great things in there, and connection to the Divine Feminine, and I would like for you to hear it if you so choose to. But again, the next 5 days, I want us to just take a moment to really revel in being a woman, and to just take note of where we are when it comes to our feminine energy, because I believe, again, that the masculine and the feminine energy are out of balance in the world nowadays. But the universe is crying for the feminine energy to return. Why? Because the feminine energy is a creative energy. It's a flowing energy. It's a reproductive energy that is soft and, as I said, healing, and it's just beautiful. And when you have an assertive, hard, domineering force that's always taking in control, we end up with things like where we're discontent, where we're depressed, where we have fighting, where we have all this arguing that we see that's going on in the world today. So, again here, I just want to make sure So this is not just about appreciating being a woman, but to revel in the beauty of being a woman, and just to not show gratitude to the Almighty for being a woman, but connect to the divine feminine essence that we possess and the sacred reason for our existence. And yes, the reason that we exist is sacred, because it's through the woman that the human race continues. And as I said, I believe that the imbalance of the masculine and feminine energy is reaching the peak, and it's time that we as women do something about it. And we're the only ones that can do it. We're the only ones that can bring back the balance to the feminine energy that needs to be done. And I have a quote here that I read yesterday, and it says, feminine energy is not about control. It is about that which we are able to lead, manage, and create everything that we want, and through which we will be able to impact the world. And I also believe that that's something that we forget as women, that we have the ability to impact the world, each and every one of us. It doesn't matter if you hold a political office. It doesn't matter if you have a big degree. It doesn't matter if you have something that people are recognizing you for. Even if you're just in your home, in your community, you have the ability to impact the world. I know sometimes that the least appreciated position that we as women hold is that either of a partner or that of a mother, when that is far from the truth, because we have the ability to plant the seed and provide peace to the partner that we're with, so that he can go out and impact the world. And the children that we are raising and we're planting seeds in, they are going to impact the world. So it doesn't matter what it is that you do as a woman, every day you should tap into the power that you have to impact those around you, and never forget that, and stand in that. We're always constantly fighting for our rights as women. We're either fighting to not be touched, we're fighting to have equal pay, when we don't have to fight. All we have to do is relax in who we are and know who we are. And once you know who you are, you can attract anything that you desire, anything that you want. Anything that's going on around you that's out of sync, or it's causing you any type of distress, if you get quiet, learn how to go in, learn how to control your thoughts, and speak that thing that you desire to appear, it will. And as I said, the masculine energy is a assertive, dominant, controlling energy. And the signs that you might be functioning more in your masculine energy than your feminine energy could be that you find that you always have to be in control. Or you find that you can't just relax, and you're always having to give, but when it comes to you receiving, you can't receive. Now that was something when I was looking at this, that I found really interesting, because I'm a constant giver. And we as women, we think that the more that we give, that means the more that we love. But we find ourselves depleted very often because we give too much. And when it comes to someone giving back to us, we're like, oh no, I don't need that. I don't want that, because we think we're being selfish. But that's not true. When you think about the fact that when you look at male and female, that male is a giver and female is a receiver. So the feminine energy is made to receive so that it can multiply and produce. Because anything, as the saying goes, that you give a woman, she multiplies and she makes more. So that's another way to check to see if maybe your masculine and your feminine energy is out of balance. Because you won't receive anything. You find resistance when it comes to receiving or taking in. But you're not a selfish person, but you want someone to look at you as if you're not. It's okay to relax and to receive. And that's what this week is about. It's about allowing yourself to receive the gift of beauty and being able to take care of yourself and stand in your own power and get what it is that you deserve for being the woman that you are. And to learn to just appreciate your body from the top of your head to the sole of your feet. Appreciate your mind. Appreciate the soul and the source that you are connected to. And I pray that this is not getting out of focus. Sometimes my camera does a little bit of funky things, but I'm going to upgrade here soon. I was taught many years ago that that the teacher, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, said that 75% of the work is done with the woman. And that's the work in connection to the education, healing, and upliftment of our people and the human race. And this work must be done in the right way. We as women have great influence through our presence and through all of the things that we do. Now, if you look at the story of Adam and Eve as an example, she didn't have to be strong in order to influence Adam at all. I never read that in that scripture. Did you? No, she simply, in her beautiful way, offered Adam the apple and he ate it. So if you think about that and you think about that little part of the story, what type of influence can you have on the people around you just in the way that you act? I know that we have been taught that women who are suggestive or they can get what they want just through their presence, that they're manipulative. But that's not manipulating when you are being who you are. Manipulating is when you step outside of who you are to get what you want. As I said before, if you think about that movie, I can't remember the name of the movie. Was it Do the Right Thing? I don't know. But it was when the guy went on the date and he thought he saw this really beautiful woman and he brought her back to his room and she was like, wait a minute. She took out her eyes and she took off her hair and she took off her leg and took off her nails and all of this stuff. That's manipulation because you're being something other than what you were created to be. But if you've ever, we as little girls, we have the luxury of being able to do that. If you've ever paid attention to a little girl, especially a girl who's a daddy's girl, she knows how to get what she wants from her father just by batting her eyes and lowering her voice or looking as if she's sad because she can't have what she wants. And as we grow into women, we lose that. Sometimes we lose it because we've received pain and trauma from relationships. Sometimes we lose it when we get educated on how to be a woman in ways that are not true, on how to protect ourselves. We get taught how to protect ourselves and guard ourselves as women more than anything. So we become overprotective of our hearts and we lose part of that feminine energy that is able to allow what we want to truly come into our lives because we're trying too hard to be a protector, which is masculine. So when we meet someone that we like, we might at first, be in our feminine and we try to be attracted to them. But as soon as they come close to us, again, because our subconscious has been taught how to be a protective mode, we forgot how to be that little girl. We forgot how to allow ourselves to just breathe and receive and let him take care of us, because we always got to show that we're the strong woman and we don't need a man and we don't need to do anything. We don't need anybody to do anything for us. We can handle it on our own. But then we leave ourselves feeling empty and depleted and broken down and depressed. And that person that wants to come to us can't, because unalike attracts and alike repels. If he's truly a man, he's not going to come into your life. If you have a partner and it seems like you're always butting heads, check your feminine energy. Maybe it's out of line, especially if he's really a man. Or if you have a man that's in your life and it seems like you're carrying all the weight and you're doing everything, again, check your feminine energy, because that means that his might be a little higher than yours and you need to bring that down. And it'll either call forth his masculine, or he might disappear and what you need in your life will come to you. So our first exercise for today will be to increase our feminine presence. And the reason why that's important is, again, because having the feminine presence creates a state of peace. Have you ever walked into a room without saying anything and you've seen someone with a look on their face, or it's just like you walk into the room and you're like, ooh, something's not going on right here, or you feel like heavy, or you feel as if you just a bad vibe, and all of a sudden it gets attached to you and it attaches itself to you and you're in a bad mood when nothing even really happened. And then you take it home with you or take it to the next place and they're like, what's wrong with you? And you're like, I don't know. You really can't describe it. Well, the feminine energy flows. Energy is a feeling. Everything is created with an energy level. So when you take the time to increase your feminine presence, what you bring with you is peace, love, relaxation, creativity, just a flow, to be natural, to vibe, and allow people to be in a place of peace. So I'm offering you the opportunity today to take this exercise and increase your feminine presence. Allow a good vibe to illuminate from who you are, so that those around you can begin to have a piece of peace, have a piece of love, have a piece of creativity, and be able to feel some joy. It doesn't matter what it looks like outside. It could be very warm where you are. It could be cold where you are, or in between. You bring your own sunshine. So how we're going to put that into practice today, and allow yourself to be soft, fluid, and beautiful. I want you to observe your physical presence right now. And just take a moment to feel how you're feeling. And I want you to observe what you're wearing, what color it is, what fabric it is, the length of your sleeves, the length of your pants, your skirt, whatever it is that you're wearing. I want you to take a moment and just really feel it on your body. Feel the weight of it. How does it make you feel? Today I chose to wear this color because it's very feminine to me. It's very beautiful. It's very warm. And dare I say, it makes me feel a little bit sexy, a little sensual. I love the fabric, how soft it feels on my skin. It's cold where I am, but it still gives me a little bit of warmth. And I love sparkly things, so I wore my rhinestones today because I like to feel a little bit of bling. And the reason that I'm asking you to observe what you're wearing and how it makes you feel is because it's been tested and shown that how what you wear, it feeds into your feminine or your masculine energy. Harder, harsh fabrics like denim and heavy fabrics, they actually subdue and can block your feminine energy. So, does what you're wearing make you feel vibrant, alluring, or sensual? And whether you said yes or no, take a moment to really sit in how you feel, what you observe, and what you're wearing, and how your body is feeling to you and speaking to you in this moment when it comes to you being a woman. If you answered no, what I'd like for you to do sometime today, maybe you aren't able to do it because you're at work and you're on your way to work or what have you, but sometime today, even if you're just at home and you're not going anywhere, so you decided to throw on some sweats, what I want you to do is to put on something that makes you feel ultra feminine. Even if it's a sundress and you're in a state where there's snow outside, I don't care. Put on something beautiful, something colorful, your favorite makeup or your favorite piece of jewelry, something that makes you feel ultra feminine, and tap into the energy and the aura that it's creating for you. And allow yourself to just bask in that feeling for just a moment. It might even cause you to move. It may cause you to sway. It may cause you to move your hips. It may cause you to rub your face, touch your skin, just appreciate your feminine energy in the moment. And what I'd like for you to do is for the next 5 days, starting today, to be aware of what you're wearing, how you're wearing it, and how does it make you feel. And just allowing it to feed into your feminine. Allow it to touch the woman that you are. Maybe the woman that you've forgotten to be because of your occupation, maybe. Or just because you forgot. A lot of times we put on makeup, we put on beautiful clothing and things like that. And we just do it because, you know, we're trying to match or trying to look good or trying to look presentable. But we don't think about how it makes us feel and how it feeds into our vibration. You know how it is if you jump up late and everything, you just throw yourself together, you feel off for the day. But when you take time to really put yourself together and do it slowly, and you might be like, for example, when you got ready to go out back in the day, if you've ever gone out, and you know it's like what time you're supposed to be ready, but you start an hour early and you put on the music and you're in the room going through the closet and going through the drawers, and then you're in the mirror fixing your hair and you're dancing and you putting on your makeup and you're dancing and you put on your heels and you try to see how far you can drop it down while you got your heels on, because you don't want to make a mistake by falling on the dance floor. Or if you might get a little tipsy, you want to know you can still walk in. Maybe not your story, but mine. But even so, it's the same way. You are feeling yourself. You are feeling that energy. So that's exactly what I'm asking you to do. Is feel yourself. Reconnect with yourself. And allow your beauty to shine through from the inside out. But the outside helps to magnify what's coming out through the inside. Also, we observe how people respond to you when you are inhaling, exhaling, and letting your girl or your woman shine through. See if you get any different types of looks, or if anybody says something to you like, "Hey girl, I see you now, all right, you must be feeling good today. I can hear it in your voice, I can see it in your face, you're glowing." Just take note of how people are responding to you. So the 3 questions that I would like you to answer in the comment section and give some feedback to are: 1, what are you wearing? How does it make you feel? Or what are you going to wear because of how it will make you feel? 2, what are you observing about your feminine presence and how people are responding to you? And 3, are you noticing anything different around you, as in how, are there any things that you're attracting to you? Are you noticing the sun shining brighter, or the colors around you seem to be more vibrant, or are you noticing nature? Because we as women, we connect to nature very, very easily, very, very well. I don't know about you, but one of my favorite places to be is around water. I love anything that has to do with water. So those again are the 3 questions that I'd like for you to just comment on and give me some feedback on, and share with me your thoughts on increasing your feminine presence, your thoughts on being feminine, your thoughts on being woman, anything that you would like to share. I'd like for you to engage with me and engage with the others in this 5-day Free Your Feminine commemoration. And just enjoy being a woman. Enjoy sharing some sisterhood. Enjoy connecting with each other on another level that we may not get to connect with each other on a regular basis. And so remember, you are a piece of the divine. You are the source of all things, temporarily confined in a bodysuit known as the woman. You represent the divine creator, and you have divine feminine energy. You have power to manifest. You have power to control. You have power to elevate. You have power to heal. You have power to liberate. So again, take time out today to increase your feminine essence. Enjoy freeing your feminine. This has been Coach SC, your life empowerment strategist. And I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 2, where we will talk about how to clarify your temple, beautify your temple, to increase your feminine energy even more, and really take note of who you are. As always, I love you, I love you, I love you, and enjoy the rest of your day. Talk to you tomorrow. Peace and blessings.